Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for watching us today. I haven't gone live in a while about Make an Impact, and I have to be honest, I need to get on here more and talk to you about what we're doing, what's going on in the world of Beaten to Badass, and how we are changing the lives of so many. Now, let's talk about Make an Impact. We are still sitting at about 528 shelters. We need to go ahead and pick up the pace a little bit. I need your help. I need you to sponsor some books and get the message out there. And really, sorry, I got hair in my mouth. And really make an impact. Gotta love hair when it gets in your mouth. All right, sorry about that. So we are sitting at 528 shelters across the country. What does that mean? What does that bring us at? Let me just pull up the numbers right here. Sorry, I gotta scroll on over. So 528 shelters, which means we are, 529 shelters. We have, we're sitting at 18.5%. We have 15 states fully sponsored, which is incredible. I would like to get another 5 states fully sponsored by the end of spring. So what does that mean? We have to, it's a lot of books. I can tell you that much. I don't have an exact number because I just don't. Because what happens is when a book is sponsored, I vet the shelters and then I send them, and then that gets tallied and totaled to our system that we have laid out. So I would really like to get your help. I would love for you to jump on this giving back and being the light in somebody's darkness and becoming part of the elephant herd and really making a difference in people's lives. When you sponsor a book, you are being the light in someone's darkness. So to sponsor a book, it's $25. And you simply just go to the website that is streaming below on the ticker at www.beatentobadass.com. There's a big pink button in the right-hand corner. Just hit that, or there's a pop-up and you can say, learn more. We need books to get sponsored. So for $25, what does that mean? They get a book, it gets signed, it has a sticker in it with your name saying, hey, this person is the sponsor behind this book, and this is the mission that we are on. We are on the mission to get a book in every single shelter across the country to help those impacted by domestic violence and sexual assault. $25. How often do we spend $25 on coffee or a drink or anything, right? $25 is nothing, but it's everything to the people that get to read this book. This story is my story of how I was before the abuse, during the abuse, and after the abuse. It gives a really big, broad picture of somebody who's been a survivor of domestic violence and sexual assault. This gives people hope, strength, and courage to keep fighting for themselves, because ultimately we are our own hero. You know, we have been growing up in our lives telling us that somebody's supposed to come save us, some knight in shining armor, or, you know, someone's going to make it all okay. But in reality, we need to make it okay. We need to step up for ourselves. We need to, you know, take that first step and say, you know what, I'm worth it. I'm enough, period, end of story. And I don't deserve to be treated this way. However, it's easier said than done. And I know this because I was that person where I was like, when is everything just going to change? When is my life going to be saved? And then it dawned on me, I had to save myself. I had to be smart enough to realize, hey, these people are trying to help me. These people are my light in my darkness. And if they believe in me, then I need to believe in myself too. So that's what I did. I started to believe in myself because I actually borrowed the strength from those around me that believed in me. I started realizing, hey, if they believe in me, there's got to be something here worth believing in. There's got to be something that they see in me, or they wouldn't give the time of day. They wouldn't think that it was important to tell me how wonderful I am, or how good I am, or how amazing I am, or how my life is worth living and what my worth is. They would not have even put in that effort to say, hey, you're amazing. You don't deserve to be treated this way. Your life has so much more out there for you. You have a purpose in this world, and that's why you're here. You're not here just to be beaten down or felt like garbage or anything like that. You are here to make a difference in this world. You have a purpose. There is something out there for you to do in this world, and you need to get off your ass and you need to get up and you need to figure what that is out. I mean, the people in my life were amazing. They did it in a very gentle and kind and empowering way. But really, they could do that all day long. And it was really up to me to be that person and say, you know what? They're right. And it took a lot of work to be like, wow, if they think highly of me, I need to start thinking highly of myself. I need to quit putting myself down. I need to quit blaming everything around me. And I need to take responsibility. And I need to step up. And I need to take on the strength and courage that they have in me. And I need to find that hope again in my life. And so that's what I did. And it was hard. I went to therapy. I hired a coach. I started working out. I started gaining confidence and belief in myself because of the belief from others that they had in me. Not just because they believed in me, but because they were showing me I could believe in myself again. And so that's what happened over, oh my goodness, it's been 11 years now, 12 years, almost 12 years. And it's been an amazing ride. And I decided to finally share my story in 2019, which was 10 years to the day almost. When I kicked out the monster, I started writing my book. And I've shared my story for the last 2 years. I have no shame in the game. I stand proud of what I've gone through. And I want others to feel proud of what they've gone through. And I want them to realize it's not their fault. They were never the ones to be blamed. But they do have to take responsibility for their lives, and they have to realize that they are their own hero and that they are a badass. And if they have to borrow our strength, if they have to borrow our hope, if they have to borrow our courage that we have in them for them, then great. So be it. That's what humanity is all about, is coming together and believing in each other and really making a difference in people's lives and each other's lives and being kind and compassionate and understanding. And by sponsoring a book, you are the light in someone's darkness. You're saying, hey, I believe in you. I know that this has been a crappy time for you and you've really been beaten down by life and you just don't know if there's any light in this darkness, but I'm going to be that light. And I'm going to show you that you're worth believing in and you're strong and you're courageous. And you might not see it, but I sure the hell do. And that's what sponsoring a book does. That's showing the person like, hey, here's this woman who's gone through hell and back, through fire and through it all. And she's come out on the other side. And now she wants you to do the same thing because you're worth the fight. You're worth the belief. You're worth the strength. You're worth the hope. You're worth the courage. You're worth it all. You're enough. You are a badass. So please take my hand and get back up and let's do this together. Read her story. Be inspired by her story. Be empowered. Start sharing your story, because by sharing your story, you gain the power back of everything that's happened to you. And you, by sharing your story, have a voice, and that is powerful. Nobody can take your voice away unless you let them. I'm here to be the first one to say that your voice is one of the most powerful things that you have, one of the most powerful tools that you have. And you need to embrace it. It's hard. And you might start with, a little like mutter or a whisper. You might be like, I just don't know, right? You might have a whisper and that's all the strength you have to share your story. But it's something. It's a start. A whisper is stronger than the silence that you're living in. You have to get back up, and we want to be that light in that person's darkness. We want to show people that they are strong and courageous and brave. They got to be bold. We want to be that light in the darkness. So if you're ready to help someone who's been impacted by domestic violence and sexual assault, and believe it or not, by sponsoring one book, you change the lives of so many, because a book's $25. That includes shipping and everything that goes along with it. However, this book gets read by the staff members at the shelters. And then it gets put on the library for the resource center for the people that are stuck in that victim mindset or are just trying to survive day by day. They start to read the book. They flip through the pages. And there's something out there that just grabs them, a line. It could be a line or a quote or one little verse. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I needed. Somebody else believes in me, because your name is in this book. And they know, hey, this person believes in me. or they wouldn't have sent the book. So if you'd like to sponsor a book today, just head over to beatinabadass.com, hit the big pink button that says make a difference, or you can hit the pop-up that pops up and to learn more, and you can read all about it right there on the website, and you can become somebody's light in someone's darkness, because we need you. We need you. A lot of people don't know what to do to help those impacted by domestic violence or sexual assault. Sometimes people just don't know how to respond or how to have that conversation. It's a difficult conversation to have, and it's stuff that you hear. It's hard. Hearing about somebody that's being physically beaten or financially abused, emotionally abused, mentally abused, sexually abused, it's hard to hear. It hurts your heart. And sometimes you might not be the right person to hear it. However, you can still make a difference by sponsoring a book today. We need your help. I have a goal to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. We are in March, so we have 3 quarters left of the year. I want to hit another 500 this year to make it 1,000 sponsored shelters, because that means we're almost halfway to our goal. Almost halfway, not quite, but almost. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take your efforts. It's going to take your generosity and your support. If you want to share this video, share this video. If you want to comment or tag some friends that want to go in on doing this campaign with you, that would be great. Because every book sponsored is another person's life changed. Let me say that again. Every book sponsored is another person's life changed. And you know what? It goes beyond that, because not just one person's life gets changed. By one person's life getting changed by reading the story, they're going to change so many other lives, because they're more knowledgeable, they're more understanding, they're more compassionate, they're more confident if it's a survivor that's reading it. The staff read the book because they have to make sure that it's okay to be put on the shelves, that it's going to not trigger them necessarily. So the staff read it, they're more informed, they understand, they're more compassionate, and then they put it on the shelves, and those people are like, And just because the book is sent to them doesn't mean the book's not bought through Amazon, because they know where to find it. They're like, this book is amazing. So it's a ripple effect when you sponsor one book. You can sponsor 1, you can sponsor 10, 30, 40, 20. Some people have sponsored 20 at a time. Some people have sponsored 5 at a time. Some people have simply sponsored 1 every single month. But we need your help. So I'm asking you to please jump on board and become part of the elephant herd and make a difference with us. You'll get a copy of everything that's sent that goes with the book. Your name will go on the website, and you will always be remembered by those people that you're impacting. They will never forget you. So that's all I really wanted to do today, is jump on here and talk about Make an Impact. I really would hope that you can find it in your heart to help us reach our goal. We have 400, we need about 470 more books sponsored by the end of the year to hit 1,000 shelters sponsored. We're making a huge difference in the world. I get letters all the time. People love the book. They love the inspiration. And they're just very grateful for the people that are willing to sponsor a book. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Couldn't do it without you. Share, like this video, go on YouTube, check it out. If you're watching on YouTube, maybe give it a like, and help me get the word out. Let's make an impact in the lives of those affected by domestic violence and sexual assault. If you know somebody in your world that's impacted by this personally, and you want to literally sponsor a book for them, you can do the same thing. Just let me know. You can gift this book to anybody. You can find it all on the website. You can buy the book for yourself, for a friend, as gifts for anyone. Every book sponsored or sold, a portion of that financially goes back to those impacted by domestic violence and sexual assault. So when you sponsor a book, you're actually giving twice. You're giving the gift of the book, and then you're actually giving a financial donation to a shelter here locally in Colorado. So thank you so much for your support. I hope you will join us. I love all of you. Thank you. Remember, you are a badass. Your circumstances do not define you, and be your own hero. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.